Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrive at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
like soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Bang, 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 bang.
To throw, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go right here now. No. Off.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
49's the mic. Watch 49. 15. Hey, man up. Delta. 49. 49's the mic. 49.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go.
Slam. Kill.
They run it here with Thompson. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check. 43. 57. Mike, 57. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We orbit. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Stay with your man.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers trying to lay one up deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he steps away. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
43, 15.
Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Gordon on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Still 180. Block 15. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check 99. Check 99. Watch the edge.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
One of the great coaches said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, easy, easy. 53's the mic.
Rivers. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it, Todd.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. He's checking, he's checking. Hey,
Rivers. Dancing to his left. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Bryant's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, That's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Two, fellas, let's go. Come on, QB, come on. Check 50, check 50. Switch.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike's 49. Hey, go going. All day, just alpha. Just like that. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Yellow. Turn it up. Check 13.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Under 10.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Fights through him.
Hey, let's go. Interception all day, baby. Yeah.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Darren Lee, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Throwing, Rivers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. And Allen's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Chargers.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
At the 12-yard line.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Bryant is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. No. Check that. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Rocket.
Here's Rivers. He completes it to Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
The Chiefs take
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 49's the mic. Watch 49. Buzz. Check 15. Lucky. Check.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not that time for Watkins. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
There goes Melvin Gordon, 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 83 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Keep playing. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
I'm coming after you.
Now Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Chargers.
Ready! 180! Load it! Load it! Load it! Load it!
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Coming to you, coming to you. Where's good?
3rd and long for Rivers.
You must be getting tired of seeing this.
Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11.
49's the Mike. Let's go, D.
Hey, Ribley, Ribley.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Yellow. I'll go on.
49. Who that? Who that?
Attack, attack.
Echo. Mike, watch 49. Hey, 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 hey.
Attack, attack.
Watch out, watch out. Take 4, take 4.
Nice hit.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
49. Here we go, here we go. 49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. I got it.
Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Shit. Load it. Load it.
Check 52.
Alpha.
52's to Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
25.
Wait, 89.
On 2nd and 9. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19.
I got you, son.
Hey, orbit.
You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine.
To throw is Rivers. He finds his target, Fuller. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Load it. Load it.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. It's a party now.
Rivers to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing Rivers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice ground. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Rivers now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? they're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Thompson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket.
And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Danny.
Rivers here to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Focus, defense, focus.
Load it.
Now Rivers.
It's just me and you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for L.A. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They'll run on first down. Thompson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Kill. 57. Follow me, Mike. 57's Mike. 15. Yeah, there you go. I got it.
Back to throw. Mahomes.
Hey, watch it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. On second down now. It's Thompson. And out of bounds right around the 20.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was just thinking take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
57's Mike.
To throw is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they went for the 6, didn't get it. Now the call has to be for 3.
I agree with you. I know the competitive instinct says, let's go ahead and take another shot, but you took it already. Go ahead now, get the field goal.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Snap, 180.
Target.
Run 80. Wait, 80 high.
Rivers.
Double dog. That's the way.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Cut. Hey, alert 3. Check 31. Check Mike.
He's back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now Rivers on fourth down. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on first and 10.
34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him.
Here's Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
79. Undercrunch.
Rivers to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Shift. Hey, go Orange.
Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34, Mike 34.
Hey, Delta!
I got you, son. 34's the Mike. He's coming.
Behind!
One last shot now for Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play.